Hi guys, welcome to math lesson 49. You should have pages 97 through 98 out in front of you, ready to go. If not, go ahead and pause your video and bring those to you now. Okay, let's start out by doing a quick review of some of our math facts with multiplication. Here we go. 9 times 4 is 36. 9 times 6 is 54. 3 times 7 is 21. 5 times 3 is 15. 7 times 2 is 14. 6 times 2 is 12. 9 times 1 is what, Amy? 9. Good. 2 times 4 is what, Josephine? 8. 8 times 9 is what, Aaron? 72. That was a tough one. If you got that, give yourself a pat on the back. 8 times 2 is what, Abigail? 16. 5 times 7 is what, Yelena? 35. 7 times 10 is what, Lindsay? 70. 8 times 6 is what, Hade? 48. 5 times 9 is what, Esteban? 45. 5 times 6 is what, George? 30. 10 times 3 is what, Mariana? Also 30. 9 times 2 is what, Grace? 18. 9 times 3 is what, Andrea? 27. 3 times 5 is what, Billy? 15. 1 times 1 is what, Jordan? 1. Good job. 8 times 4 is what, Josh? 32. 8 times 10 is what, Samantha? 80. Very good. Okay, we have to stop there. We are going to move on now to your paper. The very first part of your paper we are going to look at is the line graph. So this you need to look at with me on your paper. So on your paper you have a line graph, 2 of them really. The first one is up here in the blue box. Oops, trying to pick up my book. There we go. Look at this line graph here. Let's look at the parts of our line graph. First we have our title. This tells us what the line graph is about. So the title of this line graph would be Visitors at the Zoo. Then we have to the side, we have the scale. So that tells us how many visitors, how many people came to the zoo. Then we have here along the bottom, the times. Those are the times of day that visitors would come to the zoo. So this particular graph shows us how many people were at the zoo during that time of the day. So to read the graph, if I want to know how many visitors were at the zoo, I first find the time, I go across to the time that I want, and then I go up to wherever the point is, and that tells me how many people. So for example, if I want to know how many people were there at 2 p.m., I go across to where it says 2 p.m. Sorry, you just see my eye. I go across to where it says 2 p.m. Now I go up to where the point is. There's my point. What line is that on? It's on 130. So 130 people were there at 2 p.m. If I want to know 5 p.m., so I go across to 5 p.m., then I go up to where the point is. The point is right here on this line. Well, that is again 130. So 130 people were there at 5 p.m. Okay, let's look now at your line graph on your paper. It says use the line graph to answer the questions. This line graph, the title says, highest temperature on Mount Washington by month. So you are looking at the temperatures at a place called Mount Washington and what each month's temperature was. So take a look at this graph. Okay, so now you have to follow along on your paper. Question A says, what was June's highest temperature? So I want you to take your finger, put it on the months. Go across till you find June. Did you find June? You have your finger on June like me? Okay, now I want you to travel up till you get to the red dot. Okay, what is that temperature? 60 degrees. So you want to put 60 degrees on the line for letter A. Letter B, which month had the lowest temperature? So which month was the coldest? Well, look at your line graph. The temperatures are at the top are the highest temperatures, and at the bottom of your graph are the lowest temperatures. So which month has the lowest temperature? Well, let's see. It's not December because there's some temperatures lower than the one for December. Let's see all the way, which one? Aha! There's a yellow dot that's on the bottom line. What month does that yellow dot go with? January. January. So January had the lowest temperature. Letter C. Which 2 months had temperatures of 40 degrees? We'll find 40 degrees. Everyone put your finger on 40 degrees. Now go across to where you have dots on the 40 degrees. Which 2 months have those dots on 40 degrees? January, or sorry, not January, excuse me, that was the last question. February and March. February and March both have 40 degrees. Letter D, what was November's highest temperature? Okay, go across, find November. Got your finger on it? Okay, now go up to the purple dot. What line is that purple dot on? Follow the line across. What temperature? 50 degrees. 50 degrees, very good. Letter E, which month had the higher temperature? August or September? Okay, find August and September. Go up to where their dots are. Which one has the higher dot? August or September? August. So you'll write August on the line. And that's all you have to do for a line graph. Pretty simple, right? Okay, next we need to divide and check. That's number 2 on your paper on the other side. Number 98, divide and check. So we're going to go ahead and do that together. Remember our steps. Let's say our steps of division together. Divide, multiply, subtract, compare, bring down. Okay, so here I have 93 divided by 3. First, I'm going to divide 9 by 3. So what times 3 is equal to 9 or as close to 9 as I can get? 3. 3 times 3 I know is 9. So 3 can go into 9 3 times. So now I do my second step. 3 times 3 is 9. Now I subtract. 9 minus 9 is 0. I compare my 0 to 3. 0 is less than 3, so I bring down my next 3. What is 3 divided by 3? 1. 1 times 3 is 3. 3 minus 3 is 0. Compare 0 to 3. 0 is less than 3. There's nothing left to bring down. So now I'm going to check. I'm going to multiply 31 times 3. My answer needs to match my answer inside my division house. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 3 is 9. 93 and 93, they match. So my work is correct. All right, let's do the next one. I'm going to scoot my chair over a little. Okay, there we go. 65 divided by 5. We start with our first digit. 6 divided by 5. Well, 6 cannot evenly be divided by 5. But what times 5 gets me super close to 6 without going over? 1 times 5 is 5. 2 times 5 is 10. 10 is too big, so I have to use 1. 1 times 5 is 5. 6 minus 5 is 1. 1 is less than 5, so I bring down my next 5. 15 divided by 5 is 3. Very good. 3 times 5 is 15. 15 minus 15 is 0. 0 is less than 5, so I have nothing left to bring down, and I'm good to go. I'm going to check by multiplying 13 times 5. 5 times 3 is 15, carrying my 1. 1 times 5 is 5, plus 1 is 6. 65 and 65 are the same, so my work is correct. Okay, very good. Next, for number 3, you need to follow the signs. Add, subtract, and multiply. Number 4, write the answers. So 1 gallon is how many quarts? 1 quart is how many pints? Just like that. Number 5, you need to measure the lines. So take your ruler, very carefully, you're measuring in inches. So with this side of your ruler. All right, now look at the brain booster. I'm going to walk you through this just a little bit. Tally marks are useful to record data. So for showing information, like points and things when you're playing a game. For vertical marks, vertical means it goes up and down, and 1 slanted mark, so slant means it goes to the side, makes a group of 5. Look at the examples, then make tally marks for 12 and 18. So the examples are 7 and 10. So all you have to do is count the lines. To make 7, we start out by a group of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But to go to 5, we don't just add another line. Nope, we can't do that. To make 5, we cross it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we do 2 more because we need 7. So we just add 1, 2. And that's 7. Let's do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Whoop. We reached 4, so to make 5 more, 10. Just like that. So with each group of 5, you cross it over. And that helps us to count it quickly. So I can count this by 5s. 5, 10. 5, 6, 7. Just like that. Okay, so you're going to do 12 and 18. So start out, make 10, and then 2 more. 18, 10, 5 more, then 3 more. And that's all that you have to do for today's paper, okay? Have a wonderful day, guys. I'll see you in the next lesson. Bye.